Hello everybody, it is Kate. Since it is like sort of the beginning of summer, I wanted to talk about a summer movie, and that summer movie is Aquamarine. Let's just get straight into the movie. Our main characters are Claire and her best friend Haley. They both live in Florida, and they live by the beach. And Claire's mother just got a job across the world and is moving to Australia. And she's like, I don't want to because they've been best friends and she doesn't want to leave. So then one night they are like talking about it. And she's like, I really hope that I don't have to go. I hope something happens. And then like a really bad storm comes. And then like the next morning, everyone's cleaning out the pool and they're like, I wonder what the commotion is. She falls into the pool and sees a mermaid. She doesn't like know it's a mermaid, but she's like, oh my gosh, what is that thing? Both of their crush, his name is Raymond. He is a lifeguard. He is older than them. And he saves her, and they're like, oh my gosh, we are literally in love with this man. And that's like semi-important later on. It doesn't really matter. He's just like the main love interest for our main character, our third main character. The next day they come back and they start talking to her, and they find out that her name was Aquamarine. But then they have to go because the groundskeeper is coming out, so they have to quickly hide. And then the next morning, because they sneak out at night, the next morning the pool is drained because they had to clean it out of the storm. So they're like, oh my gosh, where is the mermaid? And they find her, and she has legs, and she's in like the pool shack, and is like, hey, I got legs. I've never used them, but like, hey. They're like, so what are you doing here? And she's like, well, my dad wants me to marry some merman, and I don't want to. The storm is because her dad was trying to get her home because mermaids don't believe in love. Apparently, they don't believe in like true love. So they're like, oh, okay, I guess we can maybe help you. And her legs will transform into a mermaid tail if she gets into water or if the sun sets, which is kind of important, but like not super important. Then her dad, like he has like a shell phone, and it's like, if you find love in the next few days, then I'll let you stay, because the dad doesn't believe in true love. She does. She's like, okay, I have to make a boy say I love you to me, and then I gotta stay here forever. And then they're like, why would we help you? And she's like, well, I'll give you a wish if you help me. So like, oh my gosh, we can use the wish to make sure your mom stay here and that you'll stay here and that your mom doesn't take the job. So they immediately help her.
You know, if you help a mermaid, you get a wish. Any wish you could wish for. We can help you! We can help you! Yes!
Aquamarine, I'm just gonna call her Aqua, decides that she has a crush on Raymond, who is the lifeguard that the other girls have like a crush on. Like everyone at the beach has a crush on him apparently. And so she goes up to him and she's like, do you love me? And he's like, what? He's like, girl, no, I just met you. Because she doesn't understand human social norms. So then they go to like a carnival fair thing, and they're like, okay, so what you have to do is you have to compliment him and then walk away, because they want to get Raymond's attention to make Raymond fall in love with Aqua, because then Aqua can stay, and because she doesn't want to marry the guy. So he's playing like basketball at like what is it called? The little basketball thing at the little arcade game thing. And so she's literally just like, you're good, bye, and then walks away. And it's like, they're like, oh my gosh. But then he's like, hey, how are you?
Wow, Raymond, you're good. Bye. What? You didn't flop enough.
He gives her like his little reward that he got for playing basketball, and it's like a blow up dolphin. Girl, please, that would cost like a lot.
Are you having a good time? This guy's for you.
Thanks.
So then they go on one of those things that you both pedal in, like a pedal boat. And so like they're doing it, but like sun's coming down, and he's like talking to her, and he's like, there's this party coming up, you should totally go. It's like an end of summer party. She's like, that would be so much fun, but she doesn't understand that he's like asking her on a date. So she's like, yeah, I'll see if I can make it. And then she's like quickly row back to the land before the sun comes down, because she's gonna get her tail back. But also, I would not go anywhere near the water if there was a possibility of my mermaid tail springing back, because it's like, yeah, you can't even get in water, like you can't touch water. She's just fine doing a pedal boat. I personally would not. I would say, okay, you know what, let's just stay far away from water as possible. Like if there was like a shark in there, that's how I would act. It would be the same level of like cautiousness. So then they need to find a place for her to sleep. I don't know why she couldn't just sleep in like one of their bathtubs or something, because like she can't sleep in the ocean, because her dad will just pull her back in to like where the regular people, like where all the mer people are. So she sleeps in the water tower. This mean girl, her name is Cecilia, and she tells Raymond that Aqua has a boyfriend. So he takes Cecilia to the pool party, and Aqua's so upset. So then one of the girls, Claire, goes and talks to him and is like, how dare you? You're such a jerk. Like, she doesn't have a boyfriend. And then he's like, what? She doesn't? and then leaves.
Yeah? Well, that was before I found out that she has a boyfriend.
Boyfriend?
Yeah. The one she practically jumped overboard for to watch the sunset?
Aqua doesn't have a boyfriend. Who told you that?
So then they go to a local dance thing. So then they dance and they have a really fun time, and they're really hitting it off. And then we also find out that Haley's mom is one out of 200 applicants, and she's wanted this job for her entire life. So then Haley feels really bad, and she's like, maybe our wish shouldn't be that my mom doesn't go. Maybe it should be something else or whatever. I was thinking maybe you could just wish to stay and not your mom, but they don't think of that.
Of what? 200 applicants? What an honor.
I've been trying to land a grant like this for 10 years. I just hope we can do some good with it.
So then the villain, Cecilia, follows the girls to the water tower and is like, I wonder what they're doing. She goes up there and sees Aquamarine in the thing and is freaks out. So she goes and quickly calls her dad, who is a reporter guy on TV, and is like, Dad, there's a girl in the water tower, but she pretends to be like, I found this missing girl in the water tower, huh? And then they open it up, but there's nothing in there. It's a squeaky toy, the toy that Raymond had bought her, because she quickly escaped because they helped her out. It doesn't really matter, but it just kind of is a silly random bit, because it's first of all, why would you believe that someone was in the water tower? And also I think if there was someone in the water tower, they would be able to swim out, because she also locks it and then knocks the stairs off, so she has a hard time getting down. So it's girl, you were trying to kill her, even though she's a mermaid. Girl, if I saw a mermaid, I would not be upset. I'd be like, whoa, you're a mermaid, that's so crazy. I wouldn't be like, ew, I'm gonna kill you. You know? She's not trying to kill her, she's just trying to let everyone know that she's a mermaid, but still. So then she meets Raymond on the pier and is trying to explain that she won't be here for a while, and she's almost gone, and she might tell him, she might not. And then Cecilia runs and pushes her off the dock into the water, and she turns into a mermaid, and everyone's like. And then the second she gets into the water, her dad starts pulling her, because his dad controls the sea, and starts pulling her, and she gets stuck on a buoy and grabs the buoy. Then the two girls swim out and are also trying to help her, and then Raymond gets on on the rescue thing, and comes and is about to save them, whenever the two girls are like, we love you, we're gonna, please, don't go, blah, 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 blah. And then the storms calm, and it's oh, true love does exist. It's friendship. So it's oh my gosh, that's so sweet. That's so cool.
Because we love you, Aqua. You do?
Raymond is hey, Diva, I hope you'll see me again. I know you're gonna go to Atlantis to deal with your dad, but come back. Haley just has to go with her mom, because she's this is my mom's lifelong dream. I'm not gonna get in her way for it. And that's pretty much the end of the movie. This movie's so silly. I love this movie. Meh. It's one of those movies where if you didn't watch it as a kid, it's not as good. I think if I watched it as a kid, I would have loved, but I never did. But it was sweet. It was fun. This should have been my childhood, but it was not. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe, because if you don't, you're gonna be turned into a mermaid, and you're gonna have no friends. Okay, bye.